for range on Ashe and can set up for those slows, you can push them out. Pressure in this early game. No kills, no direct fights, but it's just non-stop action. Peanut getting crashed into.
Yeah, Andal moving up the river as well. They will have first rotation, as Taeyun may be a little bit slow on this one. So Hummerlife Esports are the ones that get in. Cuz has to flash, and he's going to try and get out. That's not a blast cone, so that's not going to get you over the wall. And that is first blood going to Viper, but at least he scried the river. Looks like he is considering it for the moment. This one's going down very, very low, and there is a whole host of vision. So I think this first Drake is just going to be secured. Peanut moving on over, and Cuz says, all right, got the message, I'm getting out.
Very rare to see, actually. Jungler can't hold the turret. They've got Void Grub, so they're just doing so much more damage than Ashe and Milio can ever do, and that's going to be first brick going over. And on the other side, it's just not an equivalent up right now. So there's a razor-thin timing window. Zarya also wrapping around right now. Has to be a really good engage here, and they have to deal with package.
Yeah, we'll see whether Viper is going to skate his way in. A teleport to come forward from Dudu to get him into the fight, but he's not starting it off just yet. Nature's Grasp not going to be avoided there by Bulldog, who will get knocked up. Empress Divide pushes him back, but the package has been delivered. He might actually survive, but Doran is trying to deliver death to the bottom lane. Bulldog takes down Zeka. The Dragon's secured by Hummerlife, and now Taeyun might be a little bit too far forward. Man, so you can see some hope for this maybe working out, but you can see as well that it is just more difficult to make it work.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I don't want to say that it shows a lack of mastery of this comp,
but Kwangdong Freaks do have a lot of control of this right now. Dudu with his teleport at the ready, Doran as well doing the same thing. And now the teleports are going to be invested. Hummerlife, they want to find this decisive fight. Doran trying to get into position, looking for some knockups. Peanut's already very, very low, but there's the Nature's Grasp. Doran has to get out of there though, and it's somehow a Zeri that takes the drain out of turret, and that is definitely good news.
But it's sole point here that goes, blowing up a Azir that's engaging or trying to kite back against a Maokai very well, not at this stage of the game, so you really need the Corki to be your main source of damage. And
okay, that's a Magnus Storm. Arrow will connect here as well as Viper's over the wall, trying to get that DPS, buying some space here. The ult is off, but he does have to flash to get himself out of it as Doran pops over the wall, jump scare everyone, and in goes Zeka. He wants to find the Empress Divide, but he just gets a flash, and Taeyun turns it on him. Now Cuz is looking for a bit more.
No ult, half health, Doran on the flank, but I think the Kwangdong Freak should be able to hold this aggro.
Here's another ulti from Peanut. He has no smite, not a lot of options, but they're fighting the Baron as well. Doran gets a whole lot of health back. Bulldog takes him down in the end, and it looks like the Baron should go as well, as Peanut gonna get flashed on. Dudu grabs that, and Delight's like, well, I'm out of here. There ain't nothing we can do, and Kwangdong Freaks
here.
Yeah, they've spotted him out. Worldender does come on through here as Doran knows that he does have to try and get him CC. The Infernal Chains connect, and that should be the end as Dudu does make it over the wall. The arrow connects as well. They get the information, but it could just be a kill for Viper. He does not waste any time, and he is just going to explode. Bulldog is going to have to Valkyrie over the wall. And I believe Hummerlife Esports also just bought all of the time they needed. However, Peanut is still in trouble. The arrow is going to connect with the Arcane Smash already out. That is a fair few cooldowns now used. And Viper, he can smell it. He knows exactly what this means. He might have an opportunity to get on in there as they're getting softened up. And into the back line goes Zeka. This time he finds one, and it's on to Taeyun. Cuz, can you survive? The answer is no, as it is now the killing fields for Viper. Zeka gonna grab one as well, and this should just be the Baron.
And this is a flank ward, and he's ready to say this is our fight. And it looked disastrous for Hummerlife when they didn't have vision, but that one teleport from Zeka and the fact
I saw like 3 different wards that would have been great as a teleport location. Unless Dudu actually had his teleport on cooldown, but I don't think he did.
No, he did. He had it available.
Dudu might have been able to change it up, but it is so difficult to fight without those options. And that's why we talk about us getting over the wall. This is important. This is for Cloud Soul, remember. As Magnus Storm on to 4. That is massive! The Empress Divide trying to be used defensively, but Viper wasn't able to be taken down. It's a 1-for-1 on the mid laners, but the Corki is so important here for Kwangdong Freaks. And in they go. There is the steal from Cuz. Nice work. And now Dudu trying to be the hero that he wasn't quite able to be in the last fight, as Doran's going to do the same thing. Flashes on top of the Melio, and Viper is still free hitting. Now the flash forward, but Taeyun also has so much damage, and he'll take down Viper. Delight now having to get out of there, and Doran has nothing left in the tank apart from a teleport that he might be able to utilize Delight trying to get out of here, and he does do so as Cuz will get a stab off, and there is a volley. That may just be the end. There's the auto attack, and that is going to be that. The teleport in from Doran, but I don't know whether it's going to be the large metal man not quite able to do so. No teleport available for that particular ward, but Taeyeon's still just dead.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Doran has his ult back up, so
vision around this Baron, and Cuz may have overstepped, does crash down. Gets a decent Shattering Strike, and look at this. The damage from Bulldog when he lands it is just gigantic Magnastorm to be held onto, but Doran is still alive, and they take down the jungle, and now Viper has taken matters into his own hands. Delight is incredibly low, but
okay, we got there in the end.
Thank goodness, but he might just be dead. Yeah, he is going to be taken down. Sometimes the Raptor baits you into your demise, Wolf.
Not worth on that big chicken, I don't think. Not worth. That might just be the game.
Yeah, it really could be, because now everyone is starting to respawn, but no one's in position. This top inhibitor is definitely dead. They still have 2.5 minutes on this Baron.
Yeah, I was just saying they have mid stacked as well. You can just go over there.
Yeah, there are some options, but it looks like they're not going to waste their time doing that. Taeyeon, oh my goodness, taking so much damage from Zeka. The Azir really feeling like he's scaled up now as Viper getting to work on these Nexus turrets, and this just may be it. Dudu trying to have that performance here, but it does not work out, and everyone is swept under the rug that is their own Nexus just before it falls. And Home Life Esports, they had to work.
Bard Ezreal attempted too many times. I'd much rather see this. Like, what is Bard's magical journey going to do for you in this comp? Karma, much more consistent and giving you some push. You know, Delight, underdog story. Everybody loves Doran. Uh-oh, Bulldog, you're dead.
No, it's such a cute corgi, don't do it. Oh, okay, well, he's made it back to his team. There we go. In goes Delight, finds 2 different knockups as Viper with a high-value Q, and Taeyeon, the sacrifice for his corgi.
Oh, boy. Taking bottom side here to try to punish this Karma Ezreal push.
Oh, and they are sticking around as well. There's the Flash Twisted Advance. Grand entrance as well. Special delivery. And the Karma is picked up for Viper. Taeyeon now trying to fight. Okay, a bit of damage.
Glad they went for trying to pressure Viper instead of contesting the Drake, because Bulldog had no prio whatsoever, and that could have been a disastrous situation. They thought better of it. At least put the pressure on Viper instead. Because up here, bit of a roam from Delight, and Dudu could find himself in trouble.
Not going to find the Q, but still going to go all out onto Dudu here, whose Worldender is now activated. Oh, another Q going to go wide here as now Doran could be in trouble. There's the flash, and Dudu just turns it. And yeah, everyone turned up, but
Dudu damage with these autos, even onto Cassante, because Cassante's sitting on only cloth armor and those boots. Now he's got the stacking of those resistances against the Corki damage.
Oh, Taeyeon gonna get jumped on here by Viper. He's trying to find some of these autos, standing his ground, but there's the charm and there is the death. So the Ezreal falls yet another time.
That means he is gonna go down here. Doran also alone as Bulldog's looking to grab this turret, maybe a little bit more. I don't think they're gonna commit any further.
Follow as well, which is a little bit of a shame. Is now Peanut. He might get slowed down, but Andil is the one that's in a bit of trouble. The Inspire only gonna speed you up for so long, and Viper, he's on a killing spree now, and we know what Kai'Sa can do. With Nature's Grasp comes in. Andil is going to be able to use that Mikhails to get himself out of the CC. And now it is a fight for this dragon. They instead decide just to back away, trying to get Dudu out of their outer turret in mid lane.
Karma trying to speed people up to get him over here to defend, but with Delight holding this angle with ultimate available as well as flash, they just have to let it go a significant way.
I made the unfortunate decision of looking at the items.
Yeah.
And I was like, perhaps we're
maybe
not
something could happen that it's like, well.
Oh, there's Cuz getting knocked up. Emperor's Divide going to throw him back there as well. Has to use the Heartbreaker, and man, the damage from Bulldog is massive. And Zeka is going to be taken down as well. It's a double for the Corki. And now Taeyeon, he might be in trouble. Voidseeker is going to seal the deal there. But it's still looking good for Kwangdong Freaks, and now Dudu has turned up. Doran, can you make that Thornmail work? Because the rest of your teammates are in a rough spot. Nature's Grasp coming on through, and Bulldog, he has had enough. Rockets now flying in. Doran trying to keep his 80 carry alive. Will the Supercharger be there? There it is. And Dudu says it does not matter as he flashes forward and puts him down. That's so much money.
Plus 900, he's picking up.
So safe. Can often just get out by pressing W. That big one avoided as in they go. Oh, once again, Taeyeon just picked off. Oh man, he's like a ripe apple in an orchard, Wolf.
And the rockets just aren't hitting for very much. You know, he's not hitting the big ones. They're not actually hitting impactful targets. It's hitting frontline with them. And as Hololive Esports, you're like, well, if you're not going to package, we'll just keep walking. Hina wants to make something happen on Taehyun here.
Oh, no. Come on. No, no, no. Is he dead again? Well, there's Twisted Advance, and yes, he is. He very much is. Really, really, really dead.
I mean, Hina just walked up and...
He's stolen things in the past, right? But they do have eyes on him. And look at how tanky Doran is. There goes the Baron, and now the fight might be on. That Q's going to land, and Dudu is delivered to the team. That could have been a dangerous thing, and he survives for a long time, but it's Viper that takes him down now. Cuz is desperately trying to get away, but Doran lands 2 Qs in a row this time. His eye is well and truly in, and now they might...
This turret is not long for this world. No control here whatsoever for Guangdong Freaks after Taehyun falls, and I think the idea is, oh boy, Taehyun.
Oh no, 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 no.
No.
It's been enough. It's enough, okay? Leave him alone. All right, the inhibitor turret is going to go down. The inhibitor should follow. Some lower health bars. Hololive Esports probably want to go for a reset. Utilize the remaining 2 minutes of this Baron. Guangdong Freaks actually made their way out of the base. This Drake being started up at Soul Point for both teams. Not exactly the most pivotal. They don't want to let Hololive continue stacking these up. Look at Doran, he's a brick wall. And there's the Emperor's Divide into the backline. It finds Dudu, maybe not the optimal target, stays alive for so incredibly long, but it does not matter. Bulldog's gonna die. Doran just throws a sneaky Q over the wall. And now they are just playing with...
in from Zeka to end. With this Gnasher's Tooth and the elixir he's picked up, he is just gonna rip through it. Not much you can do here as Guangdong Freaks. This is the beginning of the end.
Certainly is. Nexus turrets are going to fall. And look, if you were going to write down a list of things for Guangdong Freaks to work on, I don't think it's necessarily the mid game. I don't even think it's the early game. Maybe the first 1 minute, that was a problem in this.